do you think video games are a waste of time? Because you hear people like, you know, well, I just think of like Andrew Tate. The first one is like, you know, you like fucking dork, like playing video games, like not be like we should be working on your business or whatever. Like if you're not making money from it, you're not a streamer. Okay, you're not a streamer. You're just playing video games and you're profiting nothing from it. Do you think it's a waste of time?
I mean, it's leisure time. As long as, you know what I mean? Like, you can choose how you spend your leisure time and how much you have, but like, it's not like playing a video game is worse than watching a Netflix show.
I was gonna say, I'd rather play video games than swipe through Instagram in bed for 2 hours. Like, you know, everyone that's talking shit. Like, I guarantee you, Andrew Tate's at some point in the day scrolling through fucking Instagram. He's doing something that is not making money. So yeah, I mean, I'd rather play video games.
How as people who are like trying to get the most success in their life, get the most financial freedom in their life, how do you gauge the appropriate amount of I can do X for this amount of time and it not affect me? Like, because you could, like, the time you're playing video games, you could be developing more websites, working more towards on your program, working on your business more, but you're choosing to not work on your business to do essentially nothing.
I mean, I think where I'm at mentally, like, I wouldn't, that's not like in the past, maybe that was a risk, but that's not a risk. Like, if anything, I'm going to be working too much, right? Like, probably the more leisure time I take is probably actually better where I'm at. But obviously, if you're like a deadbeat who's just spending all the time in like the basement playing video games, you know what I'm trying to say? Like the point we're at in our life, I don't think any of us are at the risk of like, we're just going to like go off the deep end. Yeah.
We did, I recently, like I'd say a year ago, I found myself, I was working non-fucking stop. Like when I'd fourth phase take on like 20 clients at a time. And it got to the point literally where I was like, I'm happier making less money and like playing video games and going to movies with friends and going to dinner and stuff than I am working nonstop. Like at some point, I'm like, I'd almost rather make half as much money and relax a little bit. Which I know now I'm like a beta for saying that. But
do you ever feel bad when, like, let's say you're playing video games and your screen's about to load and you go on Instagram or something and you see like one of your friends, it's outside of business hours, it's on the weekend, but they're like working and you're like,
I feel bad.
Because you're like, damn, like someone else is like, they're putting in more work.
I'd probbe feel better, to be honest. Because like, I'm doing great in life, like, and that guy's working right now.
Do you think like for a while I was like, oh, I'll play video games, but I want to try to make money from it so it seems productive.
You talked shit to me for a while.
I tried to do the
We
Twitch
lived together.
thing.
I would play like League. And you're like, oh, you're such an idiot. Why would you do that for free? Like, turn on the stream. And I'm like, I just want to enjoy the game.
That's what with Diablo, I was like, this is a poppin' game. I could stream and, you know, build the community and interact with people. But like, I was like, I kind of just want it to be like my time.
But bro, we have a YouTube channel. You have a podcast. And I started a podcast and do these short form content. Like, at some point, like,
you don't have to monetize everything.
Yeah, right. I mean, like monetizing my sleep or something somehow. Like,
almost like, what do you make like $15 on your stream?
Yeah,
like,
but okay, yeah, but I'm saying, what if you built it up, and what if you became a streamer? Could you see yourself becoming a streamer if it turned into like a nice income?
No.
You're like, hey, every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday, I'm gonna stream for 2 hours, and you're making an extra $10,000 a month from it.
I mean, it'd be nice, but I don't know. I feel like for me, the video game thing right now is a way to like de-stress. I feel like if I was making money, then
it removes like the leisure aspect of it.
Yeah, now it's a job. It was like making YouTube videos. I used to love driving cars on the weekends for fun. Now if I'm like, oh, I'm making a YouTube video about a car, I'm like, I don't want to do this now. Once it turns into a job, I don't want to do it.
Would you stress about being a streamer? Do you think being a streamer? I think streaming is actually probably more difficult than like making YouTube videos.
Oh, dude, live. I need to edit shit. I say stupid shit sometimes.
I've never watched the streamers.
Or
so
I mean, imagine just being, because with streaming, you either need to be so good at the game that you aren't really interacting with the chat because you're just such a amazing player, and if you're not that, you need to be an entertainer or kind of a combination of both. If you're suck at the game, you got to really be good at entertainer, or you can be like mediocrely good and then you still kind of have to entertain. But do you think you could just be on for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, like
I played
chatting
Diablo for 5 hours the other day? So
yeah, but could you do that like chatting?
No.
Why?
I'm not good at multitasking. Like I've streamed a couple times, and when I do, I don't answer the chat at all. People are like literally like yelling at me in the chat, like read the chat. But if I'm reading the chat, then I'm not playing the game. I'm really bad at like focusing on both.
Would you be worried that you would like say something that you like regret?
Yes.
Like for example, like what I found my biggest problem when I stream. What's so funny?
I'm just thinking in my head the
No,
things
yeah.
He's like thinking of all the inappropriate shit I would say.
I do say.
But for me, it's like when someone says something sarcastic in the live stream chat, my immediate brain, you know, like in a comment, you have time to kind of process. When you're live and someone literally talks shit to you, like my old inner, what I would say to like you guys who would say something to me, like I just immediately come back with a response that is much different than like the YouTube max. And half the time I'm like, bro, I'm gonna say something that's gonna offend someone, not like some crazy shit, but I'm just gonna say something that's like very mean, like to someone. And I don't think I can control my like temperament.
I got really into Rocket League for a while. Like
that's the game of the car and the soccer ball.
Yeah, I got banned like 57 times in one summer
because you kept trying to make your name like Caitlyn Jenner and stuff.
Just from open chat. Yeah, I get mad. I say things I probably shouldn't say, and then that sounds bad. Nothing like racist, like nothing like that. I'm just saying that like I got banned that many times. Like if I'm streaming, like if they think it's bad enough, Twitch probably thinks it's bad enough.
It's not racist. It's just like sexist and ageist.
You just like tell you tell a kid to kill themselves. It's probably not a great look on stream. You know,
it's probably not a good.
But I'm also like, you missed the fucking goal, dude. Like, anyways, what?
Oh, you're saying this to people who missed a goal.
Maybe.
Oh, you're talking shit to the other
allegedly.
team. Okay.
I'm saying if I got banned 57 times on Rocket League, like I probably should.
Well, bro, saying shit online, like now see, now that's a lot different than saying shit in real life. Now you guys know that I've never been in a fight. Never? I don't know if Joe's you've never been in a fight.
I've been
bro.
punched a couple times. I got punched in the face. Yeah.
What, like, so you've been beat up, but you've never been in a fight?
I don't think I've ever been in like a real. There's been times where we like a couple punches.
Why have you
thrown,
been punched but haven't been in a fight?
No, like I'm like I'll like.
What he's saying is we can punch him, but he's not going to fight back.
No, not that. I'm just saying there's been times where like I've been hit and I've hit someone back, but there's never been like everyone circle around, we're going to fucking brawl out. Like I was never in like a high school fight where everyone was like freaking out.
You look like you guys have been in some fights.
I've been back in high school or college, gotten a few.
But nowadays, not only you don't want to get into these fights, but you can't even like worry about what you're going to say to people. Joe was telling me the story the other week. There was a guy driving
oh shit, that was bad.
Driving a purple Lamborghini. Okay, Joe, you tell the story.
Orlando. If you want to Google, just Google purple Lamborghini shot up Orlando. I don't know what happened. It's kind of, dude. I don't know if it's rented or not. Dude drove his Lamborghini up. Group of 16-year-old kids walking. Someone said something at the stoplight. Don't know how it happened. He walked up to the window. Somehow or another, they both shot each other. So they both got guns. So the 16-year-old had a gun, and the dude in the Lambo had a gun. Killed each other, and killed some random like girl that was sitting on her grandma's porch down the street. Just random bullet hit her. And there's a video someone drove by it, and there's just blood everywhere. I mean, I don't know, but there's like the Lamborghini doors open, and there's just blood. But
what's
like, oh my god!
When I hear these things, and maybe
I don't know what was said.
It's because I'm a mentally stable person, but like, what? Like,
do you get like
what could someone ever say? First of all, I don't drive around with a gun, but even if I did, what would someone have to say to me to make me
especially in a
think
Lambo.
about taking out my gun?
It's like you're successful enough to buy a purple Lambo.
You have to have some intelligence.
That's what I'm saying. Like you didn't get that car by being like fucking super. Unless maybe the kid shot first. Maybe the kid shot first.
Okay. If it's self-defense, okay. But otherwise, like you have to think to like do it. Then you have to pull out the gun. Yeah. Then you have to take the safety off. It already has to be loaded. Then you have to like point it at someone. It's like
Joe's going, you have to take the safety off. What is going on, guys? I am Max Tuning, your host. I hope you enjoyed this little clip. If you want to see the full magical, lovely episode, just click the link down in the description or search Don't Be Sour on your favorite podcast streaming service. And remember, thank you for tuning in.